London's an amazing city. It's a good place to live and a great city to visit. People from all over the world live in London, and the city has over 14 million international visitors every year. So, what do visitors think of London?
My name is Gabriel, I'm from Brazil, and I like London because it's a really interesting and fun city.
My name is Andrea. I'm from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. I love London because it's an old city. It's so interesting and there's lots to learn.
My name is Wayne. I'm from the U.S. We're here on a vacation for about 3 weeks. I love London. It's a beautiful city. I love all of Britain and Scotland.
My name's Amber and I live in England, and my aunt is here on vacation and we've come to London for a few days.
My name's Peter. I'm Canadian. I'm a student over here and I like London because it's international.
There are over 200 museums and galleries in the city, and a lot of them are free. Visitors come from all over the world to see London's museums and galleries.
My name is Bill, and I'm from the United States, from Hilton Head, South Carolina. I'm visiting London for the 5th time, and there's always something to do in London. It has a great variety of culture and wonderful museums.
Hi, my name is Helen. I come from China. I love London because all the museums are free.
My name is Matt. I'm from Chicago. I'm a student in London, and I love the British Museum because of the interesting things there.
My name's Colleen. I'm from Vancouver, Canada. I'm here to see my friends. I love the Tate Modern because it's free.
The Tate Modern is a new art gallery. It's near the River Thames. It's a really big building, and it has a lot of interesting modern art inside. There's a great view of the city from the restaurant. There's a lot to see and do in London. The city has a lot of beautiful old buildings.
My name is Elizabeth, I'm from Australia, and I love Westminster Abbey.
Westminster Abbey is near Big Ben and the Houses of Parliament. The royal family live at Buckingham Palace. The palace is very big. Visitors like to watch the changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace.
My name's Tess, I'm a chef, I'm from Australia and I'm here for the good food.
Borough Market is near London Bridge. It's open 4 days a week, and it's a great place to buy good food.
Hello, my name is Inês. I'm from France and I like the culture and the shopping in London.
London's great for shopping. but some of the shops are very expensive.
My name is Emilia. I am from Sweden. I live in London and I love London because of the different cultures, the music scene and the arts and going to the theatre.
There are theatres all over London. London's very big and very busy, but it's easy to travel around the city. There are a lot of buses and taxis. There's the Underground. And bicycles too. Driving a car in London is difficult. The traffic is really bad. Some people don't really like the city.
My name's David. I live and work in London, but I don't like it here because it's very expensive and the weather's bad.
My name is Carmel. I'm from Manchester. I'm here to see my sister. I think London is very big and very expensive.
But a lot of people love London.
My name is Annette and I come from Morocco and I love all of London.
My name is Junior and I'm from Southampton and I like London because it's busy and there are lots of people and the buildings are nice.
I love it here in London. It is so beautiful. The buildings are so old. The people are very friendly. The culture, it's just amazing here.
It's 7:30 in the morning in Brooklyn, New York. It's the start of another busy day for Alex. He gets up and makes some toast for breakfast. He eats his breakfast and checks his email. This is Alex's video diary.
My name's Alex. I'm 35. I'm from Chicago, but now I live in Brooklyn. I'm a bike messenger in New York City, and my days are very busy. It's 8 o'clock. Time to go.
He doesn't wear a uniform to work. He wears his own clothes. Alex fills his water bottle, and he's ready to leave home. He always carries a large bag and his cell phone. He lives in an apartment on the 6th floor. Luckily, there's an elevator. Alex's bike is outside his apartment. Before he starts work, Alex goes to a coffee shop.
There are a lot of coffee shops in New York, but this is my favorite. The coffee is great and it's cheap too.
Alex drinks his coffee and reads the newspaper. He starts work at 8:30. As a bike messenger, Alex collects and delivers small packages all over the city. Alex's day is very busy. There are a lot of packages to collect and deliver. There's a lot of traffic, but Alex doesn't stop. He is very fast. He knows all the streets of the city. Alex likes working outside when the weather is good. Today's a beautiful day in New York. At just after 1 o'clock, Alex has lunch. He sometimes buys pizza at a small takeaway restaurant. He eats his lunch in the park.
I like eating outdoors when the weather is good. The park is beautiful. Time to go again.
Alex works hard and he travels all over the city. He works for about 10 hours. At the end of the day, he delivers his last package and cycles home to Brooklyn. Alex arrives home at about 7 o'clock.
I love my job, but at the end of the day, I'm always tired. In the evenings, I don't do much at all.
When he arrives home, Alex has a shower. Then he cooks his dinner. Tonight, it's pasta and salad. Alex isn't married. His girlfriend lives in Chicago. He uses the internet to talk to her every evening.
For $1 million.
Are you serious?
Yes, very, very serious. Dookie. Bye.
In his free time, Alex plays the guitar. He enjoys writing songs. Because he is tired, he goes to bed at about 11 o'clock, ready for another busy day tomorrow.
Hannah is a hairdresser. She cuts hair at a small hairdressing salon called Philosophy. 5 hairdressers work at the salon with Hannah. They cut both women's and men's hair at Philosophy. Hannah enjoys her job as a hairdresser.
I like my work. I like changing people's style. I usually work from 9 till 5:30. On a Thursday, I work from 9 till 7. And on a Saturday, I work from 9 till 4 o'clock. I don't work on Fridays or Sundays.
Hannah doesn't drive, so she takes the bus to and from work.
I live quite far from work. Sometimes it takes 2 hours on the bus to get to work.
When she's not at work, she likes spending time with her family and friends.
In my free time, I like to go shopping, relax, socialise with my friends, and I don't think about work. I think I have a good work-life balance.
Matt is a paramedic. He works for the ambulance service. He works in a 999 medical emergency control centre and drives an ambulance car. In the control centre, he answers medical emergency calls. Sometimes people don't need an ambulance, they need medical advice. So Matt helps them. When he's in the ambulance car, he drives to emergencies and helps people.
I love my job. I like helping people. I work many hours. I work
days and night shifts. When I work a day shift, I normally work from 7 a.m. in the morning through to 7 p.m. in the evening. And then when I work night shifts, it's generally from 7 p.m. in the evening through to 7 a.m. in the morning. I sometimes work late when there's a 999 call at the end of my shift.
Because he works long hours and studies part-time at university, Matt doesn't have much free time.
I enjoy spending time with my family. I have 2 young children, Alexander and Isla, so I have to balance studying and my children. I don't have a good work-life balance. I enjoy my job. It's just tiring, and the night shifts mean that sometimes I'm very tired on my days off.
My name is Sally and I'm a cake decorator. I work in a shop and I decorate and finish birthday cakes, celebration cakes.
Three cake decorators work in the cake shop with Sally. People come to the cake shop to buy cakes for birthdays, weddings, or other special occasions. They don't bake the cakes in the shop, but they decorate them with amazing designs. People watch the cake decorators work.
I love my job. Every day is different. Every order we have here at the shop is different, so no day is ever the same. I work 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. I don't work late. I leave for work at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I travel by van into work, and it takes 1 hour 20 minutes.
When she's not at work, Sally is very busy.
I enjoy gardening and cooking at home, reading. I just enjoy spending time with my family. I like my job, I love my time at home, so I do have a good work-life balance.
How you doing? Good. I'm looking to get some flowers.
My name is Rob Palliser. I'm a florist and I work at Scott's Flowers in New York City.
Scott's Flowers is a flower shop in Midtown Manhattan. The shop is very big and it's full of beautiful flowers. Rob's job is very busy.
I make bouquets every day and I arrange flowers for all different kinds of parties, birthday parties, weddings, and other kind of events. I talk with customers every day. I also take orders on the phone every day, and I do deliveries. Bye. Being a florist is a fun job. I like it very much. I like talking to people. I like using my hands, and I like being creative. Every day I wake up at 7 a.m. I take the train into the city, and I get to the flower shop at 9 a.m. and I leave every day at 5 p.m. When I'm not working, I enjoy relaxing, watching TV, meeting new people, going out with my friends, and I'm a DJ. I think it's difficult to have a good work-life balance. I work a lot of hours, but when I am off, I enjoy my free time. Okay. Thanks very much. Okay. Thank you.
Lucy and Alex Taylor need somewhere new to live. Lucy works for a large computer company, and Alex is a geography teacher. Their jobs are very busy, and so are their lives. What kind of home is best for them? Today, they're visiting two places to rent, a flat in the city and a house in the country. First, it's the city flat on Crown Street. Alex and Lucy walk to the flat and look at the shops and restaurants nearby. They meet their estate agent, Rebecca, at the flat.
So if you just want to come into the lounge, this is an open living area, and there's also the kitchen and everything here.
How many bedrooms are there?
There are 2 bedrooms.
Are there 2 bathrooms?
Yes, there are. Have a look around, see what you think.
Okay. Oh, is there a dishwasher?
Yes, dishwasher's down here.
Brilliant.
And you've got washing machine in here.
Wow.
And it's fully fitted with all appliances and
And this is the fridge and...
Yes.
Oh. Wow. I really like it.
Yeah, not 100% sold on the old...
There's a large living room with big windows in the flat, but there's a busy road outside.
Are you happy? Yeah, what do you think?
I mean, it's busy, but there's a bus stop just sort of over the road.
We're going to check it out.
There's a large sofa, an armchair, a table and a television in the living room.
I'll put my bag there anyway.
There's also a dining table and there are 4 chairs.
Let's have a look at the old bedrooms.
There's a bath and a shower in the main bathroom.
Okay, let's come through into the bedroom.
The bedrooms in the flat are very nice.
Really big, yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Bedroom. There's loads of storage in here as well.
Next to the main bedroom, there's an ensuite shower room. It's not very big and there isn't a bath. So, what do they think of the flat?
So, do you like it?
It's nice, but it isn't very big. There isn't any carpet.
It doesn't matter. The living room is great. It's really modern and new, and there are great showers in the bathrooms.
Yes, and the bedrooms are very nice. But the kitchen isn't very good. I know you like to eat out, but I prefer cooking at home.
I think the best thing is the excellent location. It's near shops and restaurants, and there's a bus stop opposite. It takes 10 minutes to get to my office by bus, and it's only a 15-minute walk to your school.
Yes, but the rent is very expensive. It's £275 a week. And that road outside is really busy.
Okay, well, let's have a look at the house in the country. It's only a 25-minute drive from here.
Alex and Lucy arrive at the house in the country.
Is this a very old house?
Yes, it's about 150 years old.
Are there any shops near here?
There are some shops down that road, but they're about a 30-minute walk away.
Is there a bus stop on this road?
No, there isn't. There aren't any buses on this road. You need a car.
They look at the garden first.
Wow, look at this lovely garden.
Come and have a look around the house. So this is the kitchen through here.
There's a very nice kitchen in the house.
So cute.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
It isn't very big, but there are 2 cookers.
Okay, so this is the dining room.
The more you look at them, you're like, that's
Imagine sitting on that sofa every day.
Yeah, lovely.
The dining room is very small.
Very nice.
Okay, so you want to come through to the lounge, just watch your head on the beams because they're quite low.
There's a sofa and an armchair in the small living room.
It's really nice.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
And there's a real fireplace.
There are some bookshelves too.
These candles will go.
Go around to your left into the bathroom.
Upstairs, there's a large bathroom with a nice view of the garden.
Oh, that's lovely. To go through to the other bedrooms?
Yeah. This is nice.
So this is the guest room.
The bedrooms are very small, but nice. So, what do they think of the house?
I love it. There are 2 bedrooms, a living room, a dining room, and a modern bathroom, and there are beautiful views.
Yes, but the rooms are very small. It's a long way from work and there aren't any restaurants near here.
It's so quiet and relaxing here. That flat is really noisy.
I know. It's a lovely house. The countryside is beautiful. And it is just £225 a week. But
You like living in the city?
I do. It's easier.
Okay. Well, let's have a look at some more places then.
Manchester is a large city in the north of England. In the mid-19th century, Manchester was a rich and important industrial city. It was famous for its canals, railway, and cotton industry. Today, Manchester is still a busy and exciting city, but it's now more famous for its football teams. Right in the centre of Manchester, there's an unusual school with an amazing history. The school is called Chetham's, and all of its 295 students are very special. Chetham's is the largest music school in the United Kingdom. And every student here can play a musical instrument brilliantly. Some of the Chetham's school buildings are over 600 years old. The first school opened here in the 1650s. At this time, there were only 40 students at the school. There weren't any girls, and it wasn't a music school. But there was a library at this school. The library books were for the school's boys and for the people of Manchester. This was one of the first public libraries in the UK, and you can still read the old books in the school library today. It's lunchtime at Chetham's School. 4 students are playing a classical concert in the school hall. These students are 18 and they are in their last year at Chetham's. Students can come to Chetham's when they're 8 years old. Students come from all over the world to study here. The director of music is Stephen Threlfall.
We're looking for young musicians who can play an instrument, ideally can read music, and know something about musical language.
The students study all the usual school subjects like maths, English and science, but they also study music for about 3 hours a day. All of the students at Chetham's have a passion to succeed in music, and the teachers can help them. A lot of teachers at Chetham's were professional musicians before they came to the school.
I can play the cello, that's my main instrument, and I can play the piano. I can get by on the piano, and I can play the guitar, and of course I can sing. And one other thing I do a lot of is I'm a conductor.
So with great teachers and hard work, the students can be very successful. They often win national and international music competitions. One of Chetham's most successful young musicians is Peter Moore.
I'm Peter Moore, I'm 14 years old and I study music at Chetham's. I play the trombone and in 2008 I won the BBC Young Musician of the Year competition, which was a fantastic experience and a real honour to win.
Peter was only 12 years old when he won the BBC Young Musician of the Year competition. This is a very important national competition for musicians under 18. One of the competition judges was Nicola Benedetti. Peter comes from a very musical family.
Music was very important when I was young. My parents were both professional musicians and I grew up listening to music all the time. My mum and dad were both horn players in orchestras, and my brother plays the trumpet and my sister plays the piano.
Peter was interested in music from a very young age.
I first started to read music when I was about 6 years old. My dad started teaching me trombone when I was 7 years old, and I started playing the piano a year after that.
Today, Peter lives in Manchester with his family, but he wasn't born here.
I was born in Northern Ireland and moved over to Manchester when I was 8. I started at Chetham's when I was 9 in 2005.
Life at Chetham's can be hard work, but Peter enjoys it. And he doesn't play the trombone all the time.
The best thing about being at Chetham's is the musical opportunities that you get. At school, I can play in many different ensembles, orchestras, jazz bands, brass bands. I think my favourite is jazz band. When I'm not playing music, I like to relax and play sport like football or tennis. I support Manchester City Football Club and go to see the matches regularly when I have the time.
Peter is young, but he is very talented and hard-working. And with the help of the teachers at Chetham's and a lot of practice, he can become world famous in the future.
Natalie Andreou is a professional dancer. She dances in theatre shows, films and television programmes. At the moment, Natalie lives in London and works in a theatre in the West End. People come from all over the world to see musicals in the West End of London. And Natalie worked hard to be a successful dancer in one of these musicals.
I grew up in a small town outside of London. My father was born in Cyprus and my mother was born in London, in England. They married in their early 20s in 1983 and I was born on the 14th of June 1985. I started dancing when I was 4 years old, so I was very young, but it was very exciting for me. Ballet was the first lesson I went to and I went about 3 times a week. I studied dancing for years, but when I was about 10 years old, I wanted to stop. I didn't like my teacher, but my parents said, keep dancing, and I did, and I'm happy I did. It became fun again. I first thought about becoming a professional dancer at 16, but my parents wanted me to stay at school and study for my A-level exams, which I did. And then after my A-level exams, when I was 18, I first decided to become a professional dancer.
After she left school, Natalie moved to London to study.
I studied dance and musical theatre at a dance college in central London. The course was 3 years long. It was very tiring. I studied lots of different types of dance. I studied tap, ballet, jazz, hip-hop, singing and acting. It was very, very good fun though, very exciting, very positive experience. I graduated in 2006.
When she finished college, Natalie looked for work as a professional dancer, but her first job wasn't in London.
About a month after I graduated from dance college, I got my first job as a professional dancer in a Christmas show called Jack and the Beanstalk. It was for 3 months in a town called Colchester in England. I earned about £300 a week, which was good for a first job, but it was very exciting and a great first job where I learned a lot.
Natalie loves her work, but she knows that life as a dancer isn't always easy. There are ups and downs.
Life can be difficult as a professional dancer. When I am dancing, it's very tiring and I work very long hours. I also worry about what I eat.
Natalie is also worried about injuries. When she's injured, she can't work. So it's important for her to be fit and healthy. So when she's not at work, Natalie still goes to dance classes. But there are times when Natalie doesn't work as a dancer.
Sometimes I can't find a job as a dancer, so I work in shops or as a waitress. I worked in Harrods once. I worry about money too sometimes.
In 2007, just after she graduated, Natalie got a short but very exciting job.
I was really lucky because my second job was as a dancer on the film Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia was one of the most successful British films ever. The film earned over $600 million. The film starred the American actresses Meryl Streep and Amanda Seyfried, but many of the other actors were British. The writer, director and producer were also British. The film is about a wedding on a small Greek island, and there's a lot of dancing and singing in the film.
Unfortunately, I didn't go to Greece. They made a lot of the film at Pinewood Studios just outside of London.
Pinewood is one of the most famous film studios in the world. It's the home of the James Bond films. They filmed Mamma Mia inside the huge 007 studio.
They built a Greek village inside the studio. It was amazing.
Natalie only worked on the Mamma Mia film for 2 months in 2007, but in 2009 she was in Mamma Mia again, this time in the theatre.
3 years after I graduated, I got a job in the West End theatre production of Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia opened in the West End in 1999. Today, you can see the show all over the world. There are over 30 actors and dancers in the show. Hundreds of thousands of people see the show every year. It's an exciting show to watch, and it was Natalie's favourite dancing job.
It was a brilliant job. I was in Mamma Mia for 1 year, and it was fantastic. I had a great time.
We got married last year in December 2009.
We got married in a church in Oxford. There were about 100 people there, and the ceremony took about an hour.
I wore a long white wedding dress. My bridesmaids wore navy blue dresses, and Stuart wore a black suit. After the ceremony, we went to a restaurant where we had a party with about 80 people. The party finished at about 5 o'clock, and we left and went straight on our honeymoon. We went on honeymoon to Edinburgh.
I met my husband in 2006. We both worked in the same hospital, but we met in a restaurant. When I got married, there were 5 different ceremonies over 5 days in 2 different cities, Manchester and London, and there were about 300 people at the wedding. I had 3 wedding cakes, and we ate about 6 large meals. first event was the registry wedding, where I wore a white dress and a tiara. And then after that, it was the Mehndi ceremony, which is where the bride has henna applied to her hands and feet. The third event was the biggest, and that was the wedding ceremony, the wedding party itself. I wore a traditional Indian dress called a lehenga, which is an embroidered top and an embroidered skirt with a very, very heavy scarf. I also wore heavy gold jewelry, 10 bangles, and big earrings and a big necklace. My husband wore a traditional long top and trousers underneath, embroidered with gold, and he also wore a hat called a turban, which was very heavy. We then went to Manchester for the fourth ceremony. Again, we ate a lot of food, we had another cake, and we enjoyed ourselves a lot. The final event, the fifth ceremony, was a small dinner with my husband's family and my family, and that was just as well because we were very, very tired by then.
I don't celebrate my birthday much anymore. I might go out for dinner with some friends or my family, but I remember when I was a child, my parties were really, really exciting, and I always looked forward to them. I remember my 7th birthday party was one of the best. It was an important birthday for me because it was the first birthday I had in Scotland, because we moved from Canada to Scotland the year before. My birthday's in June, and I remember that it wasn't raining, and it always rained in Scotland. I invited 4 friends from school, and I remember we all wore our favourite dresses. We ate snacks like sandwiches and sausage rolls, and my mum made a chocolate cake, and I remember I blew out the candles. Afterwards, there were lots of activities. We played games and danced a lot. I remember having a really good time.
Recently it was my 40th birthday, and I celebrated it with all my friends, which was brilliant. Because I was born in 1970, I decided to have a 1970s party. So lots of my friends dressed up in 1970s clothes. I wore a dress that was from 1970. I bought it in a retro market in Rome, and it was long and orange, and it had orange chiffon sleeves. We ate 1970s food. I played 1970s music, lots of disco and soul and that kind of thing. I had a cake. My sister arranged for somebody to make a cake, and it was a 1970s cake with big platform shoes on top and Happy Birthday Carolyn. I think the party went really well. Lots of people dressed up, lots of people danced. I think everyone had a good time. The party wasn't on the actual day of my birthday, it was a couple of days before. On my birthday I was in Italy, and I decided to bounce across the Ponte Vecchio in Florence on my 1970s space hopper to celebrate.
This is the Cowley Road in Oxford. Cowley Road isn't a big street, but it's often very busy. There are a lot of cars and buses. But if you'd like to try some new and exciting international food, it's a great place to go. On this one street, you can find food from China, the Middle East, Italy, Poland, Greece, Jamaica, or Russia. And if you prefer to cook at home, there are also food shops where you can buy the ingredients to cook recipes from around the world. There are also a lot of Indian restaurants on the Cowley Road. Although they are called Indian restaurants, they often serve food from India, Pakistan and Bangladesh. They're also known as curry houses. Curry is one of the most popular dishes in the UK. Living in a big city can be a great experience. World-famous cities like New York, Paris and London have got amazing architecture, multicultural populations, interesting museums and galleries, elegant shops, and beautiful parks. Other cities, like Vancouver on the west coast of Canada, and Melbourne in the southeast of Australia, are smaller. But they are famous for being great places to live, with a very high quality of life. And there are many other cities around the world that offer great experiences for the people that live there and visitors. Reykjavik is the capital city of Iceland. The city area has a population of only 200,000, but it's the largest city in Iceland. Half of the population of the country live in the city, but it's one of the smallest capital cities in Europe. Because the city is so far north, the days are very long in the summer and very short in the winter. The warmest month is July, with a daytime temperature of about 14 degrees Celsius. The coldest month is January, with temperatures of around 2 degrees. The residents of Reykjavik speak Iceland's official language, Icelandic. It's a very old language, and it can be a very difficult language for foreigners to understand and pronounce. The city is surrounded by the amazing geysers that cover Iceland. People often call the city the Spa City. When you see the beautiful blue lagoon, it's easy to understand the nickname. The lagoon is only a 40-minute bus trip from Reykjavik, and it is just one of 20 naturally hot pools around the city. Even in the winter, when the temperature outside is around 0 degrees and the sun only shines for about 4 hours a day, the water in the pool is around 38 degrees. Because the city uses this geothermal power for its heating, Reykjavik is one of the cleanest and greenest cities in the world. The air quality is excellent, and there isn't much pollution. The tallest building in Iceland is the Hallgrímskirkja in Reykjavik. This church is on the highest hill in Reykjavik, and it has the best view over this beautiful and unusual city. Cape Town is on the other side of the world, on the southwest coast of South Africa. The city sits between the mountains and the sea. Its tallest and most famous mountain is Table Mountain. The city has a population of over 3.5 million. But it's only the second biggest city in South Africa. Johannesburg is bigger than Cape Town. The residents of Cape Town speak many different languages. There are 11 official languages in South Africa. The summer is warm and dry in Cape Town. Summer is from November to March. The winters are cool and rainy. The wettest month is June. Cape Town's residents often call the city the Mother City because it is the oldest city in South Africa. But Cape Town offers a variety of experiences. You can try surfing at some of the best beaches in South Africa. You can see old and modern architecture in the city. Or you can visit busy markets selling traditional African handicrafts and food. The area around the city is also home to an amazing variety of wildlife. But there is also a lot of poverty around Cape Town. Some areas are very crowded and the housing is poor. Visitors need to be careful because the city can be dangerous. But its amazing wildlife, rich cultural mix, and stunning natural beauty make Cape Town an amazing place to visit.
London is famous for its shops. London's always full of people shopping. In the world-famous shops of Knightsbridge, Oxford Street, Regent Street, and Carnaby Street, you can buy anything and everything. And if you're shopping for something that nobody else has got, something different, there's somewhere for you too. There's Camden Town. Camden Town is an area of North London. It's famous all over the world for its fashion, artists, clubs and music, but it's most famous for its market. There are hundreds of shops and stalls along Camden High Street and in the 5 markets in Camden Town. There's nowhere to park a car in Camden. Most people come to Camden by bus or on the Underground. In the centre of Camden, there's the Regent's Canal and a lock. The area around Camden Lock is a very popular place for taking photographs. It's Saturday, the busiest day of the week in Camden, and there are people everywhere. So, what are people doing here today?
My name is Kanzaki, and I'm in Camden because I think Camden is the best place to find strange clothes.
I live in London. My friends are visiting me at the moment, so I'm showing them the town. We are shopping in Camden and I'm wearing my favorite purple dress.
I'm in Camden today looking for some new winter boots.
I'm shopping, I'm also looking for a job, and I've bought a belt from Cyberdog.
I'm in Camden visiting friends and I'm not shopping because I haven't got any money.
I'm here in Camden with some friends shopping for a bikini, because Camden is the most fashionable place to be.
Fashion is very important in Camden. People come here to buy clothes that they can't buy anywhere else. And the most important thing is to look good while you're shopping. So, what are shoppers wearing today?
I'm wearing a black leather jacket and a pink top with a grey tight skirt and black leggings, and I have black dolly shoes on and my purple sunglasses.
I'm wearing a grey coat, a gold dress, black jeans and brown shoes.
I'm wearing a white striped t-shirt, a black skirt, black tights and silver shoes.
I'm wearing green overcoat, grey jacket, black trousers, white shirt, tie, waistcoat.
I'm wearing a blue denim jacket, a blue and white floral dress, black tights and a pair of leather boots. I'm wearing a red jacket, a black and white dress and gold shoes.
Today I'm wearing a black overcoat with a black scarf, grey cardigan, dark blue tie, black shirt, black skinny jeans and black shoes.
I'm wearing a flowery dress, black tights and black shoes.
One of the best places to shop in Camden is the Stables Market. The Stables Market is one of the oldest markets in Camden. Inside there are over 100 shops selling clothes and accessories, music and food. Some shops, like Cyberdog, sell very unusual things. A lot of the people in this shop aren't buying anything. They're just looking around. There are a lot of vintage clothes shops in the Stables Market. Vintage shops sell old clothes. These clothes are very popular with the fashionable young people shopping at the market. There are also great music shops in the Stables Market, where you can buy new and old music. And it's a good place to eat too. You can buy food from all over the world here. The food is delicious and cheap. And in Camden, even the food is fashionable. How about trying the most stylish cake in town? Camden Cupcake.
It's an October morning in North London. A group of friends are very busy. They're planning a route from Perth in Western Australia to Auckland in New Zealand. But they aren't going to travel by car, van or bus. They are going to drive a big red fire engine called Martha. They are all part of an amazing charity expedition called Follow That Fire Engine. Amy is one of the crew members.
So Follow That Fire Engine is a charity expedition. We're driving a fire engine around the world to raise money for charity. It's going to take 9 months. It's 26,000 miles, 28 countries and 3 charities. There are 25 people in the crew. At any one time there can be 5 people in the fire engine. Steve is driving for the whole 9 months. Some people are driving, going out for 2 weeks, some people 3 months, and I'm going out for 5 months to drive the fire engine.
So why are they going to drive a fire engine around the world? Just over a year ago, Steve's father, Garth, died. Garth was a firefighter for 33 years, and Steve, his brother, and their friends wanted to do something to remember him.
They all come from Barry Island. Cool. There we go, see?
Ben is a friend of Steve's and a member of the Follow That Fire Engine crew.
They live in Barry Island. I'm not from Barry Island.
We decided to drive a fire engine around the world to raise money for 3 charities, UK charities, and also to do something in Garth's memory, because he was a very, very special person, and he was also a leading firefighter for our fire station in our hometown.
There are 8 stages in their journey around the world.
I was very lucky in a way, because I was on stage 1, and stage 1 left London on Sunday, July the 18th, and then for 2 weeks we drove the fire engine from London through Europe, and finally finished in Moscow in Russia on the 1st of August. I think we travelled through 16 countries in 14 days, which was quite an achievement. I'm very excited because I'm going to be joining the fire engine again on stage 7 of the expedition in January next year. I'm going to be joining or arriving at a place called Grays Harbor in North America, which is approximately 100 miles from the Canadian border. I am going to be travelling from Grays Harbor in North America down the west coast of America, through cities such as Las Vegas, through San Francisco, through Los Angeles and California. And I'm going to be travelling through the Mexican border and finishing in Hermosillo. I'm really looking forward to getting to San Francisco, because I think driving the fire engine across the Golden Gate Bridge will be pretty amazing.
But there's a long way to go before the fire engine arrives in North America in January. And Amy is the next driver leaving the UK to join Steve.
I am going to fly to Perth in Western Australia in 2 weeks' time, and I'm going to drive the fire engine across Australia to Brisbane. We're then going to put the fire engine on a ship and go with the fire engine on the ship to New Zealand.
There's a lot to do before Amy leaves for Australia, and packing for a 5-month trip isn't easy.
So I'm going to leave England in the winter, where it's cold, and arrive in Australia in their summer, where it's going to be about 40 degrees, so it's going to be really hot. I'm going to miss my bed, I'm going to miss home-cooked food, I'm going to miss my family, my mum and dad, because I speak to them every day. So to follow that fire engine, you can go on our website, which is followthatfireengine.com. You can join our Facebook fan page. You can follow us on Twitter. On the website, we have all the blogs.
Every day we upload information about where we are in the world to the website. People want to know, obviously, how we are progressing and where our route is taking us, but also a little bit about the country that we're in.
The expedition is going to take 9 months, and we are going to arrive back in the UK at the end of March, and we're going to have a big welcome home party for the crew.
The crew are going to have an amazing time on their journey around the world. And with the help of everyone they meet, they are also going to collect over £100,000 for charity, remember Garth, and help a lot of people.
I've lived in Germany before. I lived in Frankfurt for a year. I really like Germany because the people are really kind, the food's good, and the culture is really interesting.
Well, I've lived and worked in Germany and Portugal and the UK. I lived in Germany for 3 years, and I met my husband there, and I met him in 2002. And we got married in 2004, and then we decided to go and live in Portugal for a year, and after that, in 2005, we came back to the UK.
I lived in Australia, in Melbourne, for 10 months. I liked Melbourne because the city was easy to get around. I liked the lifestyle and the culture.
I've lived in Canada, Scotland and England. I was born in Ontario in Canada, and when I was 6 we moved to Glasgow in Scotland, and when I was 9 we moved down to London.
I'm in a band, and we have played festivals all over the world, in Japan, Europe and America. We went to Japan in April, and we played 4 or 5 gigs, and the last gig was a festival in Sendai, and there were thousands of people there. It was a really great experience, loved it.
I've been backstage at a very big music festival called Download, and it's where lots of heavy metal bands play their music to a large crowd of people. My friend is in one of those bands, and he invited me to come along. I stood backstage with them, and I filmed them playing on my mobile phone, and it was really loud. Hi, mad on the stage, Download, look at that, mad.
I've scuba dived about 20 times. I've scuba dived in Australia, the Great Barrier Reef, and in Egypt, in the Red Sea. And I really enjoyed Egypt. There was lots of nice fish to see, lots of interesting coral. The water was warm, and it wasn't too busy.
I've travelled around Africa with 2 close friends. It was about 3 years ago. We went to Zimbabwe first. It was really good, but it was quite dangerous when we went there. My favourite part of the trip was an elephant ride in Botswana.
I've tried bungee jumping. I did it when I was in South Africa, travelling. It was very frightening, but exciting at the same time. The feeling's difficult to describe, but it was an amazing experience.
I've eaten crocodile tail. It was at a hotel in Zimbabwe when I was 12. And it was kind of like fish mixed with chicken. It was weird.
I have eaten camel. It was at Ayers Rock in Australia, and I was on a trip and we cooked a camel curry.
The strangest thing I've ever eaten is sheep's brains. I ate them when I was in Marrakesh in Morocco, and they were very oily and they didn't taste very nice.
I haven't eaten many strange things. I've eaten mussels, which I think look really strange, but I didn't like them at all.
I have worked in some amazing places. I worked for a short time in Canada, where the daytime temperature reached -30. At night, nobody went out. I have spent time in Antarctica on a research ship where the nighttime temperatures were greater than -40 centigrade and the daytime temperatures were -39.
I've worked as a volunteer in schools in India and Nepal. We taught drama and we weren't paid, but we worked for 6 weeks. We visited about 6 different places. We went to Delhi, Varanasi, Lucknow, Kathmandu and Bakshi-Ka Talab. We worked with street children in Delhi. They have really difficult lives, but after doing the drama lessons, they were really happy, and it was really nice to see that.
I have flown many times, but I am very scared of flying. My husband has booked tickets to Prague 3 times. Each time I have made it to the airport, but not onto the aeroplane. I have tried a fear of flying course. I've been to the doctor, but nothing can help.
I have never been to a music festival. I live in a town called Reading, and there is a very famous music festival there every year, but strangely I have never been to that festival.
I've never been to Russia. I want to take the train, I want to take the Trans-Siberian Express across Russia to Mongolia and China, and I want to go to Red Square and see the Kremlin, and I want to go to St. Petersburg to see all the art treasures.
I play ice hockey for a local team. We've played all over the UK, but we've never played in North America. The best teams are in the United States and Canada, and one day I want to play there.
I'm a vegan, so I don't eat meat or fish. I've never eaten meat or fish, so I don't know what it tastes like.
I've just failed my driving test. I took 40 lessons before the test, but I still failed.
I've never scuba dived in Thailand, but I've heard from other people that it's a really nice place to dive. There's lots of nice fish to see again, and the waters are nice and clear and warm.